Y'all are in for a treat today. Goodness gracious. 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. Today, I'm going to be talking about my seed collection for 2025. It may sound a bit overwhelming because I'm going to be growing a lot. And I'm going to have to go to my phone for everything that I'm growing here. But to start this off, I wanted to say that 2025 will be the most that I have grown on my homestead and not sell anything. I have in the past grown a lot, but I've sold a lot as well. Mostly wholesale, more so than retail. But first thing we got to talk about is things that I'm already growing. Okay, so these are things that I'm not planting in 2025. Well, I'll plant them at the end of the year again for 2026, but for 2025 they're already in the ground. And that's things like my onions, my carrots, my collards, my broccoli behind you, my kale behind you, and my Brussels sprouts behind you. All that's already in the ground, and I probably won't grow more of it. I will grow another kale, which means I may grow all 3 kales, but we'll talk about that later. Also, something I wanted to touch on is things I don't have to grow because they're perennial. So we got strawberries, blueberries, muscadines, persimmons, apples, plums, and asparagus. And maybe a, what is that called? Artichoke. I might have some artichoke that is coming back. So we'll see about that. And then, yeah, let's jump right on into 2025, what I'm planting. And I don't have it in order in my book here, which this is a nice book. Move that over a little bit. So this book has all of my seed packets in it, okay? And as you can see, they're mostly Hoss. Hoss is what I like to use. I do have some from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and I will tag her below in the description. And I think I have one Johnny Seeds because I couldn't find the Brussels sprouts that I wanted. So I'm growing 2 Johnny Seeds. So I'm growing calendula from Johnny Seeds, and I'm growing a Brussels sprout from Johnny Seeds that I already have planted there. So on my list, let's start off with the backyard garden. That's this garden right here that you can see. And I've already assigned beds to each item. I'm growing zucchini in the first bed. I'm growing beets and celery in the second bed. It's my first time growing celery, so I'll take y'all along with me when I'm growing that. Bush beans will be in the third bed here, and super sugar snap peas are gonna be right here, actually, right here where I'm sitting at. I'm gonna put up a Hoorah trellis right here, and I'm gonna grow some snap peas on it. That's bed 4. And then bed 5 is this first one on the other side of the strawberries right there. Bed 5 is gonna be cabbage. Bed 6, remember I said I may grow some kale? It's kind of windy out here. I hope the microphone is doing all right. I hope my camera don't fall either. It's getting kind of shaky. You good? Okay. When I was talking about kale earlier, I may grow the 2 types that I already have, but I'm gonna grow a lacinato kale, I think it's called. Let me find it in here real quick. Lacinato kale. All right, I'm gonna try to grow that back there in bed 6. Bed 7 and 8 have collards in it already, and so after the collards, I'm gonna grow summer squash in those 2 beds, and then in those raised beds over there, I'm gonna grow watermelons. And on the trellis in the back that I just put up, I'm gonna grow cucumbers. And that's, oh, and radishes. I haven't picked a bed for radishes, but I may grow them in the same bed with the celery and the beets. I may do radishes in those. And then I have my beds with my onions in them. Once I harvest those, I don't have anything planned for those. So that's always a good spot for something that I'm overflowing, that I need a spot for. I can grow in those 4 beds. But that's the backyard garden this year. So I wanted to take a quick break and talk to you about something really cool that Hoss has, that they started for the year 2025. So Hoss now has a subscription plan where you can subscribe to a certain tiered level. I'll have it up here on the screen for you, and you can determine if you want the highest tier, the middle tier, or the lowest tier, and they will send you all the seeds that they put into that particular tier. It's a very, very, very cool program that they've come out with. Easy to sign up for, easy to get out of. You don't have to worry about it. If you only want to try it for 1 month, by all means, go ahead and do it. But it's something that I think would really help the beginner gardener and the experienced gardener, because the amount that you're going to get out of this kit will far surpass what it would actually cost you to purchase these items individually. So check them out. I showed you on the screen how to go about signing up for it. You just purchase it like you would purchase anything else on their website, and then you're going to get all the information about the program and how to sign into it and how to control things from your end. And then you'll be shown, how to terminate the subscription if you'd like to. And the really cool thing is, if you sign up, let's say in January, like at the end of the month, you're going to get January box sent to you immediately, and you're going to get February box. So that's pretty cool, I think. Or it's like they're going to try to ship out around the 15th of each month. So if you sign up for it before the 15th, it won't get shipped out until the 15th. And then anything after the 15th will get shipped out almost immediately. And so if you do it the last day of January, you're going to get January box, and then 2 weeks later, about that time frame, they're going to ship out February's box to you as well. So anyway, I thought that was really, really cool of them, and I wanted to put that out to everybody, because you can't go wrong with Hoss. You just can't go wrong. The Umami Garden, if you've been following me from way back, that was the first garden that I created on my property. And what I'm growing in the Umami Garden is corn, okay? I got Jubilee sweet corn. I got some Seminole XR hybrid sweet corn. I got Jimmy Red corn, and I've got some popcorn. Now, the important thing, the wind picking up again. Don't blow away on me, okay? Oh, I just had a leaf. That leaf just went around the top of the camera there. The thing about corn is You can grow all different types together, but you got to be careful on your planting times. That 2 weeks of the tasseling, you can't have them all tassel at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. So you gotta plan accordingly so that your ones that have a shorter maturity date, that those you plant early so you have time for your longer maturing ones to not impact your early and your early not impact your late. So when I plant those, I will do a more in-depth talking about corn and how to space them out. I'll get more in-depth on the days of maturity on these and why I'm planting them at certain times. But that's all that's going in the Umami garden. It's just corn, and I may put some sunflowers out there as well. But the bulk of the sunflowers are gonna go over to, well, and I'm also gonna plant annual flowers around the Umami garden. Now, as far as, and that's just for aesthetics, corn is wind pollinated, so I don't need pollinators over there, but I just like the way it looks. And then my last garden is my Hoorah Garden for all my Marines out there. It's my newest garden. I got a lot of work to do on it in the next few weeks, months, but what I'm planting over there, I'm planting potatoes. I get my potatoes from Haas. They have great seed potatoes. Get yours now. They're on pre-order. They won't ship them until your zone is ready to receive. They won't ship them in freezing weather, pretty much. I'm growing peppers over there, bell peppers and hot peppers. I'm not doing sweet peppers this year. I did some real good hot sauces last year, so I want to grow some more hot peppers. Not like ghost peppers or anything like that, but just some Tabasco peppers and jalapeno peppers that I can mess around with my hot sauce. All my tomatoes are gonna be back there, but like I said, I have those four beds over here that I could put peppers and tomatoes up here as well if I don't have enough room back there, because I'm growing 6 varieties of peppers and 7 varieties of tomatoes. I'm also putting sunflowers back there. I have 4 trellises set up over there, so I'm gonna grow some pumpkins over there, some lima beans, some rattlesnake pole beans, and some winter squash. Okay, so all those are going on the trellises back there. And that is my lineup as far as vegetables are concerned. Now, I also wanted to touch on herbs. For my herbs, one of my big things is I wanted to try some new herbs this year. And so I bought this herb collection from Haas. Let me get the information on it real quick. So this collection is called Just Dig It Premium Herb Collection from Haas. I'll pop it up on the screen. It's $65, but it comes with all of my herbs that I'm gonna need for this upcoming season. I won't say they're all the herbs that I need, because these are not your typical herbs. So it's not stuff like basil, thyme, oregano. I already have those here anyway. And I have rosemary already. So these are kind of your non-conventional herbs. So it's hops, and I've already started some hops already. But I'll be transplanting those in the spring. And then bee balm. A lot of people are familiar with bee balm. Horehound, I think it's called. Motherwort. Mullein. Catnip. Yarrow. And it doesn't come with chamomile. I just threw that in there. I bought that one separately. Feverfew and hyssop. I think that's how you pronounce that, hyssop. So all of those come in here, and they all come with these nice labels as well. I mean, they're nice and sturdy. They're not cheap. They all come with those nice labels, and they come with this booklet, okay? And it has all the herbs on there. And on the back, it tells you how to plant everything. And down at the bottom, it tells you the medicinal uses for them, okay? And some of them have medicinal uses. I think some of them have, let me see. Yeah, they're all medicinal uses. So it shows you all the medicinal uses down at the bottom there, which I think is awesome. And it's really gonna expand my herb growing here on the homestead. So if you're looking for those, please go to my link for Hoss, my affiliate link for Hoss down below, and go ahead and order you some. Like I said, yeah, they're $65, but I think that having it, some of them are perennial, so some of them you're gonna have forever. I wrote on the top of them myself if they were perennial. So horehound, hops, mullein is a short-lived perennial, and I think that's it. Is it bee balm? Yeah, I think that's it for the perennials. But anyway, I highly recommend, if you're looking to up your herb game, that you get one of their herb collections. I'll pop up on the screen some of their other herb collections and their flower pollinator collections as well. I didn't mention it, but I'm gonna grow some flowers as well. I got my sunflowers, I got my morning glories, I got my cosmos, my aster china, I think that's what that's called. And I will be purchasing more flowers to plant. I've already got calendula out and planted, which I'm looking forward to being able to use some calendula this year. Oh, and this binder right here is pretty awesome. It holds all my seeds. I still got plenty of pages left in the back there, but it holds them really, really well. And then it's got this little elastic strap that goes around there and holds it tight. It's got seed storage right there, and it's got just some herbs on the front of it. But I really, really like it. I just got it not too long ago, so I normally kept mine in a container like this, and I still have some seeds in here that I do plan on growing this year. So tell me, what are you growing this year? Did I give you any ideas? All of these seeds that I mentioned, like I said, they come from Hoss, or they come from Mary's, Mary's heirloom seeds, and Johnny's seeds. And so those are the only 3 companies that I'm using this year. Primarily, I'm using Hoss. The thing I like the most about Hoss seeds are they germinate. You know, I don't have any issues with them. I've never ordered seeds from them and been disappointed by what I get from their seeds. And they carry a plethora of seeds. So I highly recommend them. Yes, I'm an affiliate with them, but like I've said before, I wouldn't be an affiliate with just anyone. So I've been with Hoss. I've only been an affiliate with them for this past year, so maybe 7 months, 6 or 7 months. But as far as following Hoss, years. I mean, I've always liked watching their YouTube. So if you like a good YouTube channel, Hoss, they do at least 1 video a week on Thursday afternoons, but they may throw a little short video, in there throughout the week as well, as far as some techniques that they use or whatnot around the garden. But yeah, that's my list. I'm excited about it. I think that, woo, this garden this year is gonna be amazing. I need to talk to y'all about fertilization, because that's something that I'm gonna focus on this year, is fertilization. I don't typically fertilize very much, and my garden does well, but I know there's room for improvement there. And so in 2025, I'm focusing on herbs, fertilization, and last year my focus was on preserving food that I grow in the garden. And so this year will be a continuation of that, you know. So I want to put away a lot of tomato sauce. I went through my tomato sauce way too fast. So I'm growing 7 varieties of tomatoes this year. I got a bunch of Roma tomatoes and a bunch of, I'm not growing beefsteak this year. I don't do well on with beefsteak. I don't know what it is about it, but I just can't grow it. So I stopped growing it this year, and I'm growing some tried and true ones that I normally grow. I'm also not growing my Cherokee purple that I love. I'm not growing it this year. I'm going to more of a hybrid tomato. And so stick with me and I'll show you the tomatoes that I'm growing. But I definitely want to grow enough that I can I finally got me a water bath canner. I have a pressure canner, but I don't like using it as a water bath canner. So I finally got a water bath canner. So I'm looking forward to canning up some sauces this year. Primarily, I want to do tomato sauce because I eat a lot of spaghetti, and I would love to have the tomato sauce and not have to buy it from the store. Other than that, that's it for this video. If you stayed all the way till this point, you might as well subscribe to my channel, you know? I'm glad that you're here. I really appreciate you guys. We're going into 2025, big stepping, you know what I mean? We're gonna have amazing gardens. Stick with me. I'm gonna be showing a lot more, Peanut Gallery. I'm gonna be showing a lot more of the garden this year, and I'm just super excited about it. So do all the YouTube stuff, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.